So right now, the first episode of Big Brother, the live episode that we've seen, just ended, and Steve went home. So first off, I like to say that Tyler, if you've been watching the feeds, last night he pulled an amazing scheme. He sort of exposed Sam's power to the rest of his alliance, and he scared some of the other house guests into doing, as you saw, what he wanted. Tyler was the reason why Steve went home. And in his goodbye message, he was very, clear, or not clear. He's very sort of like cryptic on his role and everything. He sort of just, played it off like nothing ever happened. Like, oh, if you're watching this, no hard feelings. I didn't want to see you go, when he was actively trying to get Steve out of the house. And don't be upset with Caitlyn if you haven't watched the live feeds, or if you haven't watched Big Brother After Dark, because Caitlyn wasn't the only one who knew. Caitlyn actually went to Rockstar and Haley and Winston and started talking about the power that Sam had. Of course, Winston already knew, but the other two did not. So Haley and Rockstar were in on the plan to get Steve out of the house as well. They knew that Sam had some sort of power. They didn't know what it was. They got scared, and it sort of fell on Caitlyn to be the one to pull the trigger. And so Rockstar and Haley were like, you know what? It's fine. All of us don't have to vote Steve out. Let's have one person do it and then no one admit to it. And so that's sort of what happened. Now, if you're watching the show later on, it's recorded, you'll notice how everyone's sort of excited that Caitlyn won. I don't know why Rachel, Winston, Angela, or Brett are excited, because Tyler was the one who did everything for Caitlyn. Those other four didn't do anything. So I'm not sure if Caitlyn's going to be like, you know what, I'm going to completely sever ties, because she was extremely broken up about voting Steve out. I'm not sure if she's going to just say, you know what, screw Swaggy Steve, let's go over here with the other people. I honestly hope to God that doesn't happen. I want Brett, Rachel, Angela, and Winston to sweat it out, thinking that they're like the masters of the universe. So that way they start opening their mouths, start talking about Casey, start talking about Tyler, how Tyler's been playing the house and blows up a lot of people's game. I want to see Caitlyn sort of take a jab at the other side of the house, because if she does jump ship, I have a feeling other side of the house is going to get steamrolled, because you've got Sam with the Winston party, and if they bring Caitlyn over to the Winston party, I mean, what do they have? They got Swaggy and they got Fessel. And if Caitlyn has her way, or if they have their way with Caitlyn, I should say, Swaggy and Fessel are going to end up on the block. But I don't think Caitlyn's going to do that. I honestly don't believe that Caitlyn's going to do that, unless Swaggy decides to try and run her HOH. Then you might see that happen. But this episode, I'm glad it happened. It needed to happen. The pacing in the house was extremely slow. Everyone thought that they were invincible, that their entire alliance was just going to run through the show and just win. And this episode needed to happen, because I'm sorry, it's Big Brother. They need to wake up and start playing the game. They're not playing the game right now. They're sort of just like believing that they're untouchable. Like, if you were to watch everything going on behind the scenes on Big Brother After Dark and the live feed, you're gonna be like, you guys don't know what you're talking about. And right now, this sort of a wake up call that they need to shut their mouths, first of all, because they like to talk about everything with everybody. And in Big Brother, you can't do that. So they've been in there for 16 days tonight. Hopefully, Caitlyn plays this HOH as her own. She doesn't let Tyler or Swaggy or anyone else influence her, and she opens her eyes to what's going on in the house. Because, I'm sorry, I really want Caitlyn to take a jab at the Winston party. It would be so great for them to be like, yeah, we've got Caitlyn on lockdown. She betrayed you guys. We're going to be the one to take control of her. And then she's like, you know what? Winston and Angela, y'all take a seat on the chopping block. I'm hoping that happens. If it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I mean, what can I say? That's my hope. I see there are a few of you guys watching right now. Subscribe. I'm going to be doing these videos after every episode, not just the live ones, and then I will be talking and having like a little commentary at the end. If you want to leave a message or a comment, leave a comment. Let's have a dialogue. Let's open up. Let's talk about the show, because there's so much to talk about. This season started off really slow. Hopefully, it picks up. I don't know who I want to trend this week. I'm kind of hoping that it's going to be either Haley or JC. Now, don't get me wrong, I feel like both of them are kind of boring characters at the or boring house guests at the moment. But if you give them a power, I have a feeling that it'll force them to do more than what they're doing. Now, don't get me wrong, JC's been playing hard. Haley has not, but JC hasn't been smart about it. If you give him a power that forces him to think, maybe he will stop talking first of all. He'll stop floating, he'll stop making promises that he can't keep, and he'll actually start playing a very smart game. But that's just my hope. Go out there and vote for the most trending person. If you want to give a punishment to anybody, if you watch the live feeds, you'll know my pick is either Brett or Winston. If you like them, you think they're good looking, and you don't want to give them a punishment, then don't do it. But they are douchebags. They are so mean to the house kids. They are so mean to Rachel. And Rachel, I have a feeling, is going to be the one person from their alliance because they talked about her last night. I mean, spoilers if you don't watch the live feeds or Big Brother After Dark. But Tyler, Winston, and Rachel were talking so bad about her and how they're like, I question her loyalty. And there's no reason to do that because she's the one from their alliance I feel is like the glue. If they target Rachel, from their own alliance, some shit's gonna go down. But you know what? At this point, I'm rambling. I'm talking about the future. Just go out, vote, and subscribe. All right? Peace out now, y'all. Let me see if I can turn this off the right way the first time. Yep, here we go.